You remember, was hit hard by flash flooding. The town of Westernport is still cleaning up, but without any help from the federal government. Floodwaters damaged Westernport's fire station, the school, the town hall and library, along with dozens of homes. FEMA denied Maryland's request for aid to clean up the mess, saying the disaster did not meet its criteria for federal assistance. Residents say this rejection feels personal.
It's like a slap in the face. We met the criteria, so we were very disappointed to find out we were not going to get that funding.
As winter approaches, the town is racing to help families replace furnaces and is planning a recovery party in October to thank some of those volunteers. And you know, Governor Wes Moore is also upset. I spent the afternoon at the State House in Maryland talking with him about FEMA's rejection. Moore says he blames President Trump. He called it personal and political.
Never before has a Maryland governor put in a request for disaster relief and been turned down by the federal government until now. And it's not lost on me that not a single state that did not vote for Donald Trump got any support. And so I told the administration, I think this decision was petty. I think this decision was partisan. And I think this decision was punishing. That they were punishing states that did not vote for Donald Trump. And it just so happens that the day before Maryland was denied, West Virginia was issued over $10 million in support for a storm that had comparable damage. And so this is the thing that's frustrating. It's not even just the denial, it's the disrespect. And what the president needs to understand is the people of Allegheny and Garrett County, that's a jurisdiction that voted for the president, and he's leaving them behind.
What do you say to critics who would argue that the state of Maryland should be able to pick up this tab, to pay the more than $15 million to help these counties in Western Maryland recover?
I'd say there is no jurisdiction in the country who has the resources to take on all emergency disaster relief. There is no state in the country that does that. Our balance sheets aren't built that way.
What do you say to President Trump if he's watching this right now?
I say to President Trump, you know, you can't be a president for all people when you only see half of them. You know, when I got in, I was very clear that when we say leave no one behind, we mean no one. And that the people in Allegheny and Garrett County, that, you know, I was talking with some of the residents there, and they're like, you know, this was a county that, you know, didn't vote for you. And I said, yeah, but you were Marylanders, and I'm your governor too. And we are on the ground because these are Marylanders. And when they need help, they need to know that their governor is there for them. And right now, they need to know that their president is there for them too. And frankly, our president has been MIA.
So you spent a considerable amount of time with the governor. Did he talk about what's next for Westernport? They're not going to get this FEMA money, at least not now.
Yeah. So he said the state has already chipped in about $1 million to help where they can, but in the meantime, he says he's going to appeal FEMA's decision. So hopefully that process will go quickly and they'll get the help they need.
Certainly. I mean, there are a lot of people who have a lot of work to do to make it through the rest of the year.
We'll keep tracking it.
Yeah. Good job today, Zoe. Thank you.